What's up, everybody? What's up? Before we get started, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, what's happening? What's up, beautiful people? What is up on this beautiful Monday? You know what I'm saying? Like how I would say, Monday's mix. How y'all doing today? Hey, I just want to say, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready, I'll say for Christmas. Let me say that again. Y'all getting ready for Christmas. Y'all getting ready for Christmas time. But hey, just remember, it's not about that now. About the Lord. Mary, giving the, how I'll say the birth of Christ. Giving honor to the Most High God. Yes, sir. But, this time of year, people be extra, be extra thankful, be extra grateful, which we should be doing that all year round. It shouldn't be just one particular season that marks that or whatever. We should be showing, our brotherly and sisterly love, showing that agape. And I want to say that's how to say agape love, the love that like Jesus had for everybody. That shouldn't be just one time a year or whatever, or it should be all year long. You know what I'm saying? Treat your fellow man with love. Treat them with respect. You know what I'm saying? People you may not agree with, but hey, show them that Christ love, y'all. Show them that love that. Hey, I don't know what you're going through, but it's going to be all right. Hey, it's definitely going to be all right. So let me tell y'all. So, before I was doing that, of course, I was saying, hey, it was a little nippy outside. You know what I'm saying? A little nippy. So, I have not gone to the gym yet. But I am on my way there. Like, seriously. Like, you probably see, like, the little trees in the background. And that's real scenery or whatever. But, I'm just saying. Ooh, let me turn the heat off. Lord knows it's hot in here. I definitely can't go to hell. Lord have mercy. People in there asking for cold water that they ain't never gonna get. And I ain't trying to be one of the people that ain't getting no water from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say that, like I was saying. So earlier today, I was watching, and when I get back home, I'm going to continue to watch it. But I was watching this series because I like to watch like the survival series. Survival stuff. I'll be liking to watch a little bit of everything, y'all. Just to tell you the truth. If it look kind of interesting, your girl might try to give it a little 1-2 step and see what time it is or whatever. But the show, if you have not seen it, y'all should check it out. It's called Outlast on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like being like, okay, this particular one is, you're out there in a group or whatever, and it's like 4 groups: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. And it's pretty much like who can outlast to win, and the prize is supposed to be like $1 million. And then depending on how many people in your group, you divide that pie. Them 4 ways, 3 ways, 5, however many people are left. But I think it's pretty cool just because of the fact that, you got people out here willing to go out here outside in the wilderness or whatever, and to, leave all conventional things behind, TV, social media, all that stuff behind, so they can go out here in these woods and, shooting deer and antelope and catching traps and all of that cool stuff or whatever, and, building your own little fort. I'm gonna say a fort or whatever to, like, hey, I can survive out here. And they are out there in extreme conditions, like the weather be looking crazy because they're out there. Like, this show is like based out of like Alaska, right? So they're out here in these extreme conditions to try to outlast to be the very last one standing so they can get this surprise, which is $1 million. So I guess my question is to you now: if people in the world can do that or whatever, then why can't we try to outlast and stay in the race with our faith, with whatever situation we going through? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have people who are actually going on like these competition shows to see how long that they can last so they can get a prize at the end. So they're facing extreme conditions, but yet they still holding on. I mean, some of them get hypothermia, malnutrition, dehydration to last. So it's like, what are you willing to do to stay connected to the Father? Oh, y'all like that? You like how I did that? I know you do. So I'm gonna ask the question again. What are you willing to do to be and stay connected to the Father? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to deny yourself, which this flesh, so and fast and pray and commune and get in your word so you can outlast and be able to go with the Father whenever that time comes. You know what I'm saying? I think I said it before. It's not a race, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is a race, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like the 100, 200, or like the 4x1 or whatever. No, this is a test of endurance. And how, like, these people are out there willing to be in extreme conditions, lose sleep, not eating properly, not getting like the proper amounts of water or whatever, to be able to outlast and get that winning prize. And this is the thing too, what was interesting about the show, and you can also take that with you for life, is that sometimes in the groups or whatever, like sometimes the people that you started with aren't the same people that's gonna be with you in the end. Like, some people, they got sick a little too early, so they had to get medical treatment, and in a sense they had to shoot their flare and be like, okay, I gave up. Well, I give up or whatever. Now, sometimes they just had to come in there because some people were willing to go the distance, but their body wouldn't let them, so they actually had to tell some people, like, hey, you got a good heart and you want to endure this, but we're going to have to take you out or whatever, because you could potentially, your health, it could be at extremely high risk of you possibly dying. So that's the thing. Like, what are you willing to do? And like I was saying, what are you willing to do? But at the same time, it was a lot of people, for whatever reason, they were like I'll say they started off in groups of 4, and then, maybe somebody wasn't pulling their weight, they got voted out, or, for whatever reason, sometimes they left the group, and it might be the groups that seemed like they were the strongest ended up being the weakest. The ones that seemed like they were the weakest, they actually were the strongest ones, because people had doubted them, because they looked at on the outside, looked at what the team was composed of, and gone like, oh nah, this person, they don't have the skills to survive out here or whatever. They not strong enough. What can they actually, I was going over a couple bumps. What can they actually contribute to this team? So some of them, they were actually picked last. You know what I'm saying? They were actually picked last, or they was like, oh, well, you know what, we got, like, we have to have another person, so, and it's only you left, and you and this other person, and both of y'all weak, but I guess I'll get you. And that's the thing, like, like I was saying, a lot of people who started with them weren't there, and I'm still watching it, but I saw like season 1, so it's like I can get a little something on it. But it's like, hey, a lot of people who started with you won't be with you or whatever, and it's not even because of you have ill will or something like that, but whatever God is preparing you for and the level he's taking you to next, some of the people that will started with you, they're not going to be with you. But it's nothing against them or whatever. It's just y'all doing two things. Now, am I saying be rude to people? Nah, you don't be rude. You keep it respectful. You keep it on the chin and just say, okay, hey, I wish you the best. Now, sometimes you got to separate yourself so you can get better, and then you can reach your hand back out to help them out a little bit, you know what I'm saying, so they can get themselves situated. That's why I said before, make sure you have the right people in your circle. But like I was saying, now these people, like everybody that started with them didn't end up with them because people were getting injured along the way, or they couldn't hack it along the way. But it's really about how much do you want it? What are you willing to endure to make it to the end? What are you willing to, fight for? If this is something that you want, you got to fight for it. And that's just like with our faith. You know what I'm saying? We got to contest for this faith every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sleep on the job. I mean, like, in the natural, people do be sleeping on the job sometimes because they be, like, tired. But you can't be sleeping on the job or whatever, or get so excited or get so complacent that everything going good. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Okay? Man, everything easy breezy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's hot like chicken grease. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But if you actually look at it, it's like, okay, if people are willing to do all of this, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to let go of those people that don't mean you no good? Are you willing to put your faith, concentrate on your faith and your relationship with God or whatever? Because guess what? If you hold on and you endure to the end, and you can make it through, and check this out, they were out there in the wilderness. Come on now. Hey, let me tell you now, sometimes we be in our wilderness season, and sometimes you got to go through that stuff, because when you come out the end of that, man, it's just going to make you better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some of us, and I'm saying for myself, because, y'all know my story when I was talking about, everything with the prison and, stuff like that. But guess what? For some people, like I said before, everybody's individual. So how the Lord deals with everybody, he deals with us differently, depending on, on us us individually or whatever. Some people, like, okay, I'm gonna use an example. Some people, you got your kids. Now, I don't have any children, but I've been somebody's child. I'm the oldest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you got that one child. You gotta look at them. You can look at them and say, put that stuff down now, and they're gonna be like, yes, mommy. They go ahead and tighten up. Then you got that one that act like you gonna have to I'm saying this with respect. It's that one that talk trash. You gotta go ahead and put that joker on his or her neck. You gonna have to pull that belt out, and you gonna have to pop them, because they don't understand what you saying. You be telling them to sit down. They standing there wanting to stand up, and you looking at them like, oh, okay, so you that one right there. Then you got that one, you tell them to do something and they act like they don't hear you to do it, and then you gotta take stuff away from them. Like, you might have to take their video game from them, and they start cutting, they start getting dressed. One, you can look at them and they start crying. Other one, you just gonna have to put them hands, you gonna have to put them holy hands on them in Jesus' name, and you gonna have to get that belt and go ahead and tear that behind up. Yes, I said it. I said tear that behind up now, because some of these children or some of these young folks today, man, it's so disrespectful or whatever. And I would say this: me coming up, I wasn't like that. Like, you can take stuff away from me, but then at the same time, I'll admit it, I was the one to put my mom through the most or whatever. But I don't know. I think that's just a mother-daughter thing sometimes or whatever. But I was the one to I'll say like this: I was the one to put them gray hairs on my mama. Now, that's my girl now. Me and mama, we good. Every once in a while, I'm like, okay, mom, yes, ma'am. But that's just the Lord and everything, because the Lord is truly good. But I say all of that to say this, that if it's something that you want, especially your faith, you got to fight for that. Don't sit there, sit there and take all them lumps for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to fight for this faith every day. Don't act like, everything just so easy breezy that you can just, everything is so good and you can just, I'm going to be all right. And guess what? You sitting there slipping, but guess what? The enemy's still on his job. He's still on his job 365, 366 days of the year. You feel me? So, like I was saying, we all need to tighten up. We all need to get right, man. It's a new season coming up. A new year, new season. And, people can say what you want or whatever, but fight for what you want now. Fight for your faith. Don't let nobody sucker you and tell you otherwise, that you ain't nothing, man. You beautiful. You handsome. You more than a conqueror. You above and not beneath, man. You have a bright, beautiful future ahead of you. And I'm telling you this because I believe in you. And this is the thing. And somebody didn't pour into me or whatever, who's to say where I would be? You know what I'm saying? Because I done said it before. I'm going to say it again now. We all need somebody to say a gentle word to us every once in a while, to give us an encouraging word or whatever. Because guess what? We don't got none to throw away. We do not have no people to throw away out here. So I'm telling you this. I love you. Hey, I love you. Hey, and like I say, I got two words. I got two hands. And I thank God for the plan. Hey, y'all be blessed. Hey, y'all stay warm out there. Hey, just know I love you. Hey, and there's nothing you can do about it. Can't do nothing about that, because I'm going to love you. I'm going to give you that love, that Christian, that godly love, to show you the love of Christ, because that's why we here. To help each other along the way. It don't matter, despite what people may say or people may think or whatever. That's why we're here. And to try to bring more people to Christ, man. Because, hey, it's too much stuff going on around here. But, I just want to let y'all know a little bit about my day so far. And like I said, I'm taking care of this stuff. But I'm also on the way to the gym. And that's another thing to be said, too, that stay consistent, regardless of how late it might be or whatever, and you may feel a certain type of way. Do not give up or whatever. Yeah, it's later than what I would normally go to the gym, but guess what? One of my small goals is I'm going to continue to be more consistent going to the gym. Yeah, the weather is it's chillier than, it's cold, and I ain't going to say chilly. It's cold out here, but guess what? I'm still heading to the gym because I'm trying to get this body right. I'm trying to have a hot Christian summer 2025, being happy and holy and having clean fun. So I truly thank you. And like I said, y'all stay encouraged, y'all stay blessed, and I'll see you next time. Check you later.